welcome to week 56, 57. I'm totally out of the loop. Here on the Real DVD Watchers on Wednesdays, as always, it's me, Tom. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that I feel should get more recognition, because it's from a great director, one of my favorite directors. But sadly, it falls between the cracks because of what else he's done. It's a movie by George A. Romero. The movie is a modern telling of a vampire story. It's his Martin. Basically, what this movie is about, it's about this guy who we're not sure is a real vampire or if he's just really that messed up. And it's him moving to live with his cousins, but his cousin is convinced that he is a vampire. Hell, he even calls him Nosferatu the whole time, and saying that he's going to save his soul before he kills him. So it's about Martin pretty much trying to find his place in the world, but also dealing with his homicidal urges to kill and feed, if you will, because when he does kill people, he does drink their blood, but the main thing about him is he doesn't know how to express himself towards women. Like, he really wants to have sex, which he refers to as sexy stuff, but just the only time he can actually ever have sex is when he's going to kill the woman. He drugs her, has sex with her, and then drinks her blood, which he uses razors to cut open their wrists and whatnot. And then it all comes down to, is Martin truly a vampire, or is he just that mentally disturbed? And it's totally left up to the viewer, which I think was great on George's part. But just, this film kind of falls in between the cracks because I find that George was really trying to find his own voice outside of the realm of zombie movies. And though, he does have his own voice outside the realm of zombie movies are clearly what he does best. But just for something like Martin, he's trying to create like this new mythos of people just being deranged and thinking that they are vampires, and I just found that at times George really didn't know where to go. There is a lot of religion in this movie. The Martin's cousin is Catholic, and at one point George even comes up a couple times as the Catholic priest of the new parish, and they're talking about how the old Catholic priest actually believed in vampires and whatnot and how to stop them, and George is like, well, that's just all old stuff. Well, his character just laughs it off. But these people take it so seriously, and it's kind of cool to see that side of the religious conviction behind it and their sense of duty to stop vampires. I thought that was pretty cool. But I think the most interesting part in this whole movie is just how Martin is. I mean, the guy who played him his name is, what else is his name? John Amplas. He did an amazing job. He creates a truly unique character in the world of horror, because Martin has this thing where he observes people before he speaks. And there's a sense that he really wants to be loved, except he accepts the fact that there's something wrong with him, so that he knows that he can never truly experience love because of his desire to feed. So in that way, it makes it unique and it has its own voice, but just I find that George really needed to concentrate more on trying to find a balance for Martin and not so much trying to be like, we're going to break down the vampire mythos. I really feel that's what they did with this. But all things said and done, this movie is pretty good. Tom Savini does the gore in this movie. It's okay gore. I mean, like, it really is Tom trying to work things out. The blood is that typical red paint thing that they used in Dawn of the Dead. And even Tom Savini has a small role in this too. I love it when Tom Savini acts. It's just great because everything he does when he acts is just great. Like, literally. Especially like stuff when he's older. Like From Dusk Till Dawn and what the hell? Planet Terror. I love him in those movies. Him as Sex Machine was absolutely great. But nonetheless, though, if I had to give Martin a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 6. It's better than your average movie, but it's not superb. But this is really for fans of George Romero. If you're looking for a good vampire movie, I wouldn't recommend this one. But definitely if you're a fan of George A. Romero and you haven't seen this yet, check it out. It's one of his lesser knowns, but it's still really, really good. So yeah, check it out. So that was the review. Thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes as always. Matthew is up tomorrow, and I shall see you guys in a week's time. Later.